Huge thank you to our sponsor, BetterHelp. Think about the people who inspire you the most. Guess what? They don't have all the answers, but they do know how to ask for support when they need it. Therapy is a great way to find that support. Visit betterhelp.com/super today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/super. Hey, brother! Okay, today we gotta tackle something of deep and meaningful importance. Something that is so deeply woven and integral to the Harry Potter saga that I'm shocked we've not properly given this its due attention in the past. And no, I don't mean the unusual path of the Elder Wand, or if anyone capable of creating a Horcrux is also still capable of the remorse necessary to repair one's own soul. Heck, it's not even about the all-powerful ancient magic associated with love. No, today we go so deep we've nearly come back out the other side and discover not only how, but possibly even when the Sorting Hat Stool received its fourth leg. Yeah, hold on to your butts, people. It's gonna get wild. Hey, brother! Query: how many legs does the Sorting Stool Hat have? Sorting Stool Hat. That's not right. Query: how many legs does the Sorting Hat Stool have?
How many are there?
I mean, we could probably eliminate a bunch of things right out of the gate. It's more than likely not one, and it's almost definitely not 73. Though, can you imagine? Would it look more like a jellyfish or like a centipede?
Counted them myself.
Gives me the willies either way. The thing is, the real true answer is either 3 or 4. It falls under common stool lore, but it's also an absolute understatement to say that the correct answer has absolutely plagued us for literally years. Let's throw back to a quiz we took back in ye old November 26th, 2020.
How many legs does the Sorting Hat's stool have?
Okay. It feels like it should be that, but maybe I think it's this.
Okay.
Ready?
1, 2, 3. The answer is 4.
Butts, double butts. That make it quadruple butts. Butts, double. 1, 2 plus 2 is 4 butts. The thing is, you'd think that we'd learn, because then we zoom forward just 4 simple old months later to April of 2021, we found ourselves doing a redemption quiz where we had to answer questions we'd both gotten wrong in past episodes. And guess what?
Question 6, how many legs does the Sorting Hat's stool have?
Oh, we both got it wrong.
You both got it wrong.
Oh, no. I know exactly what the numbers are between again.
Oh yeah, same here.
Yeah.
2 or 1.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Because it's magic.
Right.
It's like a bike.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh, crap. 3.
4. I'm calling the trick.
The correct answer is 4.
No!
Okay, so not to brag, but oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Now, you might be thinking, Ben, you can't have possibly made us sit here for this long to simply regale us with the time you beat Jay on a single question, right?
The correct answer is 4.
No!
Oh yeah. But no, I promise, as proud as I am of that extremely huge accomplishment, sadly, I cannot take any more victory laps.
Oh no.
Because the truth isn't exactly what it seems. Through much research and discovery, I have unearthed the truth, which is that all of our answers are actually correct. Oh yeah!
Wait, do it again. Try it again.
Okay. Oh yeah!
That's gonna be just stupid.
Worth it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let me explain. Here is a modern copy of Philosopher's Stone, and here is our introduction to the Sorting Hat ceremony directly from the text. Harry quickly looked down again as Professor McGonagall silently placed a 4-legged stool in front of the first years. On top of the stool, she put a pointed wizard's hat. And near as I can tell, this is true now and always has been true. I can't seem to find another copy anywhere that indicates otherwise. But needless to say, it says 4. However, the almighty legged stool of history isn't done, not by half. It's brought up again in Prisoner of Azkaban, and I'm reading from an original hard copy here. Professor Flitwick, who was a tiny little wizard with a shock of white hair, was carrying an ancient hat in a 3-legged stool out of the hall. Now wait just 1 second, a 3-legged stool? It's a once-in-a-wizard's lifetime experience being sorted by a 1,000-year-old hat possessing the knowledge of the 4 brightest witches and wizards ever. Are you telling me that just any old stool, no matter the leg number that they can find that day, is acceptable? It's a scandal! An outrage! This shall not stand. Where's my copy of Goblet? Yes, chapter 12, right here, of course. The sorting continued. Boys and girls with varying degrees of fright on their faces moving one by one to the 3-legged stool, the line dwindling slowly as Professor McGonagall passed the L's. Okay, I see what's going on here. They found a 3-legged stool and then simply used that one from then on. Instead, maybe someone broke a leg off of the original 4-legged stool and now we just have this one instead. Or maybe someone discovered the all too geographically appropriate Cuddy stool, primarily known to have been used in Scotland, where Hogwarts is supposed to reside. Also, fun fact about 3-legged stools, they can sit evenly on irregular surfaces, making it ideal for milking cows and maybe castle floors. Possibly. But alas!
Earwax.
No, this isn't the case either, because over on Through the Gryffindor, we've been working our way through Goblet of Fire when we, of course, encountered chapter 12, and...
So anyway, I also circled Professor McGonagall placed the 4-legged stool on the ground because I feel like we've had the trivia question, how many legs are on the stool, so many times, and it's 4.
We always say
We
3.
always think it's 3, I know.
Excessive. What? They changed it. What about in Prisoner? Is it changed there too? I went to the ebook. What could be more modern than that? They could change it at any time. Go to chapter 5, and of course, you know what it says? 4. You know what this is? This is a crockload of bull hockey. This is fine. It's fine. It's fine. No problem. Let me check my illustrated edition. Those are new. Lots of energy. Chapter 12, and... Are you kidding me? It's 3. Again. Oh, case closed. Wait, no, it's not. Let's back up a little bit here. Take some deep breaths. We were ready for this. We know changes and heck, even mistakes, if you can believe it, can happen. Actually, as a little fun fact to salivate on, the original printing of the Philosopher's Stone actually lists Harry's school supplies as 1 wand twice. You don't need 2 wands! But if you do own a copy that lists it twice, you could probably sell it and, like, buy a house. I digress, because the point is, it's fairly obvious in that case that it's just a mistake that slipped through the editing process and was later corrected, but makes for a cool way of identifying earlier copies of the story. Then we, of course, know that there could be small changes based on where the book is released. UK versus US editions tend to be very similar with slight modifications, like parking lot versus car park, Sorcerer's Stone, Philosopher's Stone. Only one of those is like the main plot point of the entire story, and the other one's a parking lot. Car park, I tell ya. One of these I actually love is cello tape versus Scotch tape, or just tape for US copies, because cello tape is just a British brand of clear tape, but it makes spello tape a lot more clever as a form of wordplay. Just another one of those classic, is it British or Wizarding World questions, am I right? And y'all need to take a brief pause right there to tell you about today's sponsor, MeUndies. MeUndies are so comfy that you'll have to decide, get dressed or stay in them all day. And spoilers, you'll be canceling your plans. And who doesn't love canceled plans? I personally love canceled plans. It's like a snow day for your evening. And you know what you do when it snows? Get cozy. And you know how you get cozy? MeUndies. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy or something. How neat. But if you're like, Ben, I don't want to lounge in my underoos all day or just simply have excessive windows, then not to worry! MeUndies isn't just about underwear. Explore the loungewear collection featuring joggers, hoodies, onesies, and more! I picked up one of their basic hoodies in a cream color and get compliments all the time. And I'm always just like, thanks, comes in underwear too. And then I wink and the person is confused and tells me to drive to the next window to pick up my order. Rude. Y'all, good things come in big packages at MeUndies. Get 20% off your first order plus free shipping on orders of $75 or more at MeUndies.com/super. Enter promo code SUPER. That's MeUndies.com/super. Code SUPER for 20% off. MeUndies. Comfort from the outside in. Some changes, however, can conflict with what we know about the overall continuity and need further examination. For example, during Harry's first year, when he is facing off with the Slytherin Quidditch team, we get the following. Now I want a nice fair game. All of you, she said, once they were all gathered around her. Harry noticed that she seemed to be speaking particularly to the Slytherin captain, Marcus Flint, a 5th year. This line will actually have great importance per this particular conversation because earlier copies of the series will still list Marcus Flint as a 6th year. See, original US printing, 6th year. It says it right there. This just ends up being a problem when we fast forward to Prisoner of Azkaban, and guess what? Flint is still there, but should be graduated by now. And the author did weigh in on this conversation and explained that Marcus failed a year and had to repeat one. However, despite this potential backstory, every modern copy of the story has gone the extra mile and aged him down to a 5th year for this first year face-off. Although, just to add straight insult to injury, the credits for the film Sorcerer's Stone actually get the casting wrong for Marcus Flint and list the role as being played by Will Theakston, who actually plays Terrence Higgs, the Slytherin Seeker. Fortunately though, Marcus comes back in Chamber of Secrets and is correctly credited. However, this time his name is spelled wrong. The hits just keep on coming, apparently.
Wood, look out!
And you may be wondering, why are you spending so much time on Marcus Flint in a story that's supposed to be about a super important stool? But I think the evidence is pretty obvious. I mean, just look at this guy.
Take that side!
Take that side! I mean, what a total piece of... Raise your hand if you get that joke. Allow me to explain. Stool, ship, stool's another word for... You get it. Anyway, long story long, there's a very good reason behind this excessive explanation. Marcus Flint's school year conflicted with the continuity later and was therefore changed. Subsequent changes that were made for similar reasons within the fandom have been coined Flints, or rather, a Flint. And while that one is actually kind of small in the scheme of things, some of them are huge. While researching this episode, someone stumbled across a copy of Goblet of Fire where James appears before Lily during the Priori Incantatem scene in the graveyard.
Nice one, James!
Nice one may be, but it's also kind of eerie. And now another head was emerging from the tip of Voldemort's wand, and Harry knew when he saw it who it would be. Knew because the man appearing was the one he'd thought about more than any other tonight. Your mother's coming, he said quietly. She wants to see you. It will be all right. Hold on. This one is vital because of just how much it impacts the plot. Cedric, Frank Bryce, Bathilda Bagshot, Lily, and James are appearing in the order they appear based on when they are killed. So if James comes out before Lily, it means that he survived longer than Lily, but we super know that didn't happen. James is basically killed right away. Obviously, in time, this was corrected, and now it reads, and now another head was emerging from the tip of Voldemort's wand, and Harry knew when he saw it who it would be. Knew because the woman appearing was the one he'd thought of more than any other tonight. The smoky shadow of a young woman with long hair fell to the ground as Bertha had done, straightened up and looked at him, and Harry, his arm shaking madly now, looked back into the ghostly face of his mother. Your father's coming, she said quietly. Hold on. Hold on for your father. It will be all right. Hold on. So check your copies for that one because it's pretty interesting, especially since just before that happens, Harry is actually thinking of his dad and how he's not going to die hiding, but stand and face Voldemort like a man, like his father. But with all that out of the way, I will finally bring things back around to the all-important stool, where the really interesting thing is that it's bounced back and forth quite a bit between 3 and 4 legs. Compared to all of these other more plot-centric examples, it's so innocuous. It doesn't, or at least shouldn't, impact the plot in any way, right? And yet, to me, there is something important about the stool. It can't be any old stool you grab that day. It must be the same stool, each and every time. Even the way that we're first introduced to the hat makes it kind of feel like being seated physically on the stool is like somehow part of the process. When I call your name, you will put on the hat and sit on the stool to be sorted. In fact, even later in the story, we'll see Harry just put the sorting hat on and ask it questions. It has more of like a back and forth dialogue, almost suggesting it could help you sort through problems if needed, as an alternative purpose. Get it? Sort through problems? It's a sorting hat joke. Also, if you've never caught the whole like sword in hat wordplay, it's there. Sorting hat, sword in hat. The hat comes the sword. But at long last, or at least for now, the books do seem to have agreed upon and settled on the number 4. So then we're forced to ask the question, why would 4 in particular be relevant to the sorting ceremony.
They are Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin.
It makes total sense, right? The sorting ceremony features a hat from Gryffindor, but the minds of each of the other 4 founders and a stool leg to reflect each. Now, why it ever was, or even occasionally still is 3 is another question altogether, but I'd maybe consider the following from the sorting hat's own flap. The houses that, like Pillars 4, had once held up our school, now turned upon each other and divided sought to rule. And for a while it seemed the school must meet an early end, what with dueling and with fighting and the clash of friend on friend. And at last there came a morning when old Slytherin departed, and though the fighting then died out, he left us quite downhearted. And never since the founders 4 were whittled down to 3, have the houses been united as they were once meant to be. And never since the founders 4 were whittled down to 3. Whittled like wood, like a wooden stool. Slytherin left, and so with him, 1 leg from the sorting stool. That, to me, would make so much sense if in fact the books had settled on 3, and I think is likely the reasoning behind ever having made it 3. But again, why change it? Would anyone ever care or notice if it just always said 3? I think, of course not, unless it drew you to that exact conclusion. Which would be fine, because that is what happened, right? Like, Slytherin did leave, except then the stool doesn't fit with the sorting hat's own beliefs. The hat does not care about Slytherin leaving. It views it as sad and is constantly calling for unity between the houses. For 4 sturdy, united legs to be the foundation upon which you enter Hogwarts.
Harry Potter?
So y'all, be sure to go and check your copies. What do they say? It's Book 1, Chapter 7, Book 3, Chapter 5, and Book 4, Chapter 12. Let us know in the towel section down below.
Hey guys. Oh yeah! It's raining. Downpour, torrential. Look, it looks like you're wearing an umbrella hat.
Ha! An umbrella hat. Whoa.
Trippy.
Whoa. This is what we do when Jay's not here. But y'all, as always, thank you so much for watching today's video. Be sure to like it and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future Harry Potter action from us. If you want to find out how even Ron, despite the fact that he comes from a long line of wizards, doesn't know how the sorting ceremony works, you can check out this video right over here. But otherwise, guys, until next time, bye!